Hey guys, and welcome back to Top Cheddar Sports. It's Monday, as you can tell from the shirt that I'm wearing. Maybe a little confused. You may be saying, Spencer, what happened to all the Cardinals stuff? Are you a Red Sox fan now? No, I'm just a big Dustin Pedroia guy. Trade deadline has come and gone. We can move past that long-ass video and on to this one. Let's talk about what happened during the games this week. But before we even get into that, let's talk about your players of the month. Yuli Gurriel of the Houston Astros and Paul Goldschmidt of the St. Louis Cardinals are your players for the month of July. Gurriel, for his part, batted .398 with 12 home runs and 31 RBIs, so he saw his batting average for the season rise to just under 300. Went into the month batting in like the 260s, so he put together an incredible month. Goldie, for his part, hit .308 with 11 home runs and 27 RBIs as he finally caught some fire. And we talked about it in, I believe, the last video. 6 of those home runs came in 6 straight games for him, so an incredible run for him. Your pitchers of the month are Garrett Cole of the Houston Astros and Steven Strasburg of the Nationals. In 5 starts, Cole had a 1.85 ERA in 34 innings while striking out 51. That's 1.5 strikeouts per inning. That is disgusting. We'll talk more about Garrett Cole in a little bit. Strasburg, for his part, also made 5 starts. He pitched to the tune of a 1.14 ERA while striking out 44 himself. So both of these guys are making batters whiff like crazy. And not only that, Strasburg got it done on the other side of the ball, helped himself out a little bit. He batted .357 in 14 at-bats with a home run and 6 RBIs. So, yeah, he definitely deserves Pitcher of the Month, I'd say. On to your Rookies of the Month. Jordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros and Keston Hiura of the Milwaukee Brewers are your rookies for the month of July. Alvarez hit .333 with 5 home runs and 15 RBIs. Hiura batted .355 with 6 homers and 18 RBIs, led all rookies for the month of July. And it's worth noting he also recorded 10 doubles in the month. Lastly, on to your relievers of the month. Tommy Kahnle of the New York Yankees and Seth Lugo of the New York Mets. So we got a bit of a battle in New York. Which reliever did it better? In 12 appearances, Kahnle posted a .77 ERA while striking out 17 batters out of the Yankees' pen. Lugo, on the other hand, refused to give up a single run in his 12 appearances while striking out 16 and walking just 1. So I don't really know who did it better. They both had incredible months. All right, on to the action from the games. All right, let's set this one up for you a little bit. It's the top of the 14th. We're all tired, we all want to go home, and we're all in Philly, so we all really want to go home. And it's a 3-3 game. The Phillies are playing the White Sox. This game doesn't matter. Who cares? Come on, Philly. Just hit a walk-off home run, Bryce, and let's go home. So, top of the 14th, the White Sox are looking to break through. They got a runner on second base, and they've got a good shot here. There's a position player on the mound and a pitcher in left field. The story's set. Let's go home. So with a ground ball, or a sinking line drive hit to left fielder Vince Velasquez, you would think that, yeah, the runner's going to score. But no. Vince Velasquez is an athlete. He guns Jose Abreu at the plate on one hop, threw that ball 95 miles per hour to get the outfield assist as a pitcher. Let's go. He mimicked that then in the top of the 15th, made the same exact play to gun a runner at the plate. However, the runner was safe because it was a faster runner. So unfortunately for him, he could have had 2 outfield assists. He made up for it minutes later, making a nice diving grab for a pitcher. So to that I say, fuck pitchers hitting. Let's see more pitchers one-hopping throws to the plate. All right. If you watched our breakdown of the trade deadline, you know that the Astros have the best rotation in baseball. They also traded for a guy with an ERA over 6. The latter was pitching for them Saturday night. However, it didn't matter. Aaron Sanchez went 6 innings without allowing a single hit to the Mariners in his first start as an Astro. He walked 2 and struck out 6. So now we go to the pen. So it's up to Will Harris to keep this thing alive. He goes 1 inning, walks 1, nonetheless, no hits. Newcomer, who came over with Aaron Sanchez, Joe Biagini, comes in for the 8th. 1 inning, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. So it's all coming down to this. Final 3 outs, Chris Davinsky is on the mound, and he gets it done. Strikes out 1 en route to a fly ball to right field to end it and to clinch the combined no-hitter. It's the second combined no-hitter that we've seen within a month. The Angels did it on the day that they recognized Tyler Skaggs, which was awesome. And now we see this. It was also the second time in MLB history where a combined no-hitter was thrown on a pitcher's first start with his new team. The other team to do that? The Angels. So, pretty remarkable stuff. All right, Nelson Cruz, you may remember, I believe it was 2 videos ago, maybe it was last video, I can't remember. He hit 3 home runs in a single game. He was a part of the back-to-back-to-back-to-back days in which MLB had a 3 home run game. Well, he did it again. So Nelson Cruz, for the second time in 10 days, hits 3 long balls in a single game. He now has a perfect 30 on the year, and he's doing Nelson Cruz things. Clayton Kershaw passes Sandy Koufax for 3rd all-time in Dodgers strikeouts. Kershaw is just 3 away from 2,400 all-time and is quietly having another great year. I feel like we haven't been talking about him enough, so here is your Clayton Kershaw update. In 19 starts, the looming lefty has a 2.85 ERA and a 1.057 whip. So the whip is a little higher than normal, the ERA is a little higher than normal, but it's Clayton Kershaw. I mean, these numbers are incredible if just everybody was doing this. If he keeps it up, it'll be his 11th straight season with an ERA under 3. Dude's filthy. Gotta tip your cap to him. That does it for the action from the week. Now let's give a stat leaders update. It's getting interesting. For batting average, Jeff McNeil does still lead with a .336 average. However, DJ LeMahieu is right there with a .335, and Christian Yelich isn't too far behind with a .330 average. For home runs, Christian Yelich maintains his lead with 37. But again, it's a tight race. Cody Bellinger of the Dodgers and Mike Trout, he's a pretty good player. He plays for the Angels. You might have heard of him. 36 homers for those guys, and Pete Alonso, the mashing rookie in New York with the Mets, is knocking on the door with 34. So we're getting into it now. For a while, Bellinger had a huge lead in batting average. That's gone away. Yelich had a pretty good lead with home runs. It's gone. Josh Bell, he still has the RBI lead with 89. However, his days of having 10, 12, 30 RBIs on the next guy are gone. Eduardo Escobar has 88, Mike Trout has 87, and Rafael Devers and Freddie Freeman each have 86. So it's up in the air. 2-3 weeks ago, I would have told you Bellinger, Yelich, Bell had it locked in for the season, but alas, they do not. On to the pitching side of things, Hyun-Jin Ryu found a way to lower his ERA to a breathtaking 1.53 on the year. Justin Verlander has stolen the lead in wins with 15. And thanks to a short stint on the IL for Max Scherzer, Garrett Cole now just has Verlander 10 strikeouts behind his 216. Kirby Yates is still the man out of the pen with 32 saves on the year. On to standings. The deadline has come and gone, so we'll start to see some teams pull out of the playoff race and some pull ahead. In the AL, the Yankees hold an 8-game lead in the East over the Tampa Bay Rays. In the Central, the Twins have looked to pull away a little. They now have a 3-game lead over the Indians. In the West, the Astros hold an 8.5-game lead over the A's. For the AL wildcard, the Indians hold a 2-game lead for that top spot. The Rays hold the second position, with only the A's knocking just a half-game back. Over in the NL, the Braves hold a 7-game lead in the East over the Phillies and the Nationals. In the Central, the Cubs hold a 1.5-game lead over the Cardinals, and in the West, the Dodgers hold a 17-game lead over the Diamondbacks and the Giants. For the wild card, the Cards hold a half-game lead for the top spot with the Nationals and Phillies. Tied for the second spot, the Brewers, Diamondbacks, Giants, Mets all remain within 3 games of that second spot. That'll do it for Top Cheddar this Monday. Check back tomorrow when I talk NBA. Leave a like and a comment on this video. Maybe let us know how you think the stats race will end up, who you think is going to pull away in each statistic. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and come right back tomorrow to see my beautiful smiling face.